Good afternoon, media platform. This is Tanika Brooks of Brooks Immigration Paralegal. I was blessed with a phone call today from a client of mine that went into interview today. And when the client comes on the line, I'll have the client tell you where the interview was and what question was asked in the interview. All right, please hold. Good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon, Miss Brooks.
Okay, so when did we file your case?
We started in March 2020, I think 2025.
That was
Early
last year. Yeah, we
2024.
filed last year, man. I think we
Was
filed
last
last
year,
year.
yeah,
Yeah, we filed
last
last
year,
year.
yes.
All right. And so within no time you receive your work card at SSN. And I think
Yes,
I think those are the last sets of SSN that was issued out with EAD in that time period. However, you called me that you went to interview today. Give us a little synopsis of how the interview went.
the interview went smooth. It was just that back when I was in Jamaica and I was applying for the visitor visa, I had put that I had a common law spouse, which that was like, that's what they questioned me about, and that was it.
Where was
We
the
already have
interview?
like a Charleston,
North Carolina or South?
South
South
Carolina,
Carolina.
Charleston.
Okay. So guys, she
Yeah.
had the interview in South Carolina, Charleston, and also this is a marriage-based case interview. So they ask you about your DS-16 that you completed and that you listed you had a common law relationship, right?
Yes.
What stuck out to me that I want you to talk about is how many times did you apply for a visitor's visa? How many times you were denied? And then afterwards you applied for the H2B. Going to that part.
So between okay, first I applied for the visitor and then I went again and applied for the H2B. So the first visitor was denied. I keep on getting I went again the H2B, then I came back and I went again for the visitor, got denied for the visitor, I went again, got the H2B and got approved. So I got denied for the visitor 4 times and got approved for the H2B 3 times.
And then you kept coming and going, right?
Coming and going.
What
Yes.
did the officer say to you in regards if when they had denied you the visitor's visa, which is a B2 visa, guys, and you came on the H2B visa and overstayed, what would have been the result of that?
It would have been denial.
Okay.
Because I listed I had a common law on the file.
All right. So
at the time.
what I want you guys to know in the media world is that, and I spoke of this because she called me and she said, talk about this. And I want her to come and speak for herself because last week I spoke on this, that when you put that you have a common law relationship in your home country, USCIS recognizes it, or US recognizes as a marital relationship, right? And
yes.
You need to obtain that no impediment letter from your home country. I'm Jamaican, so as I said, if you go to RGD and you request a no impediment letter, they will run your name through all the 13 or 14 parishes that are in Jamaica to see that you were never married. You're then gonna take that letter with you to your interview to show it to them that you were never married, right? And this is your get out of jail free card, because what will happen if she had come on the H2B visa and never returned home? They would have denied her under fraud and misrepresentation. Why is that? Because they only granted her the H2B visa because she said she's in a common law relationship. Right? That's the only reason why she was granted the H2B. And if she had never went back, the officer would have pulled the transcript from the DS-160 or the interview in Jamaica and saying that the only reason we granted you this is because you had to return home to your spouse or whomever it is. So she will leave you with this final thought. Go ahead.
Yes. Stay if not.
Oh God, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. You're breaking up. Let me do it for you. You're breaking up, darling. You're breaking up. Hello? You're in.
And if you can refrain from putting that you have a common law on that piece of paper when you're applying for the visitor visa, Please don't put it on
She
it.
means
Leave
the
it on the one.
DS1. She means the DS-160 form, guys. Anything that you're applying for, whether it's the B or B2 or B1 visa or H visa, do any visa that you're applying for, pretty much. Do not put that you have a common law spouse on there if you are not legally married. Leave it blank.
Yeah.
All right, and those are our few thoughts. All right.